My name is Sio Korba. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm talking about the Batman movies, Batman show. I'm not a Batman geek. I've never read a Batman comic book. I don't have a Batman toy collection, and I don't know every Batman character and villain. I'm talking about Batman becoming my favorite superhero based on memories from my childhood. Superman is cool. He is easily a legendary superhero, but I've always preferred Batman's dark mystique. Most people born after 1940 know who Batman is, but I'll go ahead and give a quick backstory on the Caped Crusader. Batman is a superhero that is part of the DC Extended Universe and was created by artist Bob Kane and writer Bill Finger.
Hello everybody, Max Scoville here for IGN News. DC Entertainment announced today that the late comic book artist-writer Bill Finger will receive Batman co-creator screen credit on the upcoming season of Gotham and in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. DC said in a statement to The Hollywood Reporter, DC Entertainment and the family of Bill Finger are pleased to announce that they have reached an agreement that recognizes Mr. Finger's significant contributions to the Batman family of characters. Bill Finger was instrumental in developing many of the key creative elements that enrich the Batman universe, and we look forward to building on our acknowledgement of his significant role in DC Comics history, stated Diane Nelson, president of DC Entertainment.
Batman debuted in the 27th issue of the comic book Detective Comics on March 30th, 1939, and the man behind the mask is Bruce Wayne, a wealthy American playboy, philanthropist, and industrialist who resides in Gotham City. Batman came to be after Bruce Wayne as a child witnessed his parents unalived in front of him in a dark alley during an armed robbery and vowing revenge on criminals. The rest is history. My first memory of Batman from my childhood is seeing the music video for the song Bat Dance by Prince from the Batman movie soundtrack released in 1989 that was also written and produced by Prince. I was 5 at the time, and I remember being confused when I saw the music video, but I continued watching, and to this day I know that song when I hear it. When I was 7, Batman had a resurgence because of the success of the 1989 Batman movie that featured Michael Keaton as Batman and Bruce Wayne, Jack Nicholson as the Joker,
wait till they get a load of me,
and Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale. This led to the sequel Batman Returns that was released in 1992, and it felt like a big deal at the time, and McDonald's had some cool Batman stuff at the time, in my opinion. I thought their Batman Returns commercial was cool. I liked their Batman collector cups that had the flying disc that could also be used as lids, and my siblings and I got the purple Catwoman mobile wind-up toy.
In one of 6 32-ounce collector cups at a special price when you buy any extra value meal, because what you want is what you get at McDonald's today. Gotta fly!
Batman's popularity continued to grow during the 90s, and The Batman, the animated series, premiered around that time on Fox Kids. I used to watch that cartoon after school, and if you grew up during the 90s, that cartoon is probably one of the highlights of your childhood, along with X-Men, the animated series, and Spider-Man. The Batman movies and the animated series took off because they focused on the man behind the mask. It wasn't just about Batman saving the day and that was it. They showed Bruce Wayne dealing with everyday life. After all, Batman is human. The Batman Forever movie came out in 1995, and it featured Val Kilmer as Batman, Jim Carrey as the Riddler, and Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. I remember the hit songs from the movie soundtrack: Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me by U2, and Kiss from a Rose by Seal. That song won him 3 Grammys. I saw the movie on NBC when they used to show network premieres of movies before DVDs came into existence. The Batman and Robin movie came out 2 years later. I watched it on TV after it was shown in theaters, and it wasn't bad, but I understand why Batman fans don't like that movie. I think that the people behind the movie were trying to embody the campiness that the Batman show in the 60s had, but this was a different time. The Batman movies and the animated show that came out before Batman and Robin delved deeper into the man behind the mask instead of just showing Batman. They were showing the human aspect of the hero. So the approach that was used for the Batman and Robin movie didn't work because it was dated. The performance of the Batman and Robin movie led to no more Batman movies being made until Batman Begins in 2005. And that movie was probably made because of the performance of these movies.
Who are you? He saved my life twice, and I've never even seen his face.
In 2005, the movie Batman Begins was released. The Christopher Nolan directed film was the first Batman theatrical release in 8 years. The film took a different direction from the Batman movies that came out before by focusing on a young Bruce Wayne becoming Batman instead of just Batman saving Gotham City. The movie received generally positive reviews and marked the beginning of Batman's reemergence in movies. The movie's performance led to the creation of 2 sequels that were part of the Christopher Nolan trilogy, The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight focused on the dilemma that heroes face sometimes, going against their principles to save the world. Batman almost stooped down to the Joker's level to handle the villain, but in the end, he captures the Joker without going against his rule of not unaliving anyone. The Dark Knight Rises was the last Batman movie directed by Christopher Nolan and actor Christian Bale's last time portraying Batman, and the movie revolved around Batman facing his toughest villain, Bane, getting his just due from the city that he protected, and the audience being introduced to Robin. I enjoyed watching The Dark Knight Rises. I think that the way the movie happened was a great way to end the era that made Batman movies cool again. The Dark Knight, in my opinion, is the best movie from that era because it was dark, gritty, and explosive without being bloody and repulsive, to reflect arguably the greatest portrayal of the Joker by Heath Ledger. I remember watching Batman Begins, but I don't remember finishing it because I thought it was boring. But looking back, I understand why I felt like the movie was dragging at times because it was about Bruce Wayne discovering Batman. The most recent Batman movie, The Batman, was released in 2022 with Robert Pattinson portraying Bruce Wayne and Batman, Zoe Kravitz portraying Selina Kyle, Paul Dano as the Riddler, and Colin Farrell as Penguin. The movie was directed by Matt Reeves. It made $772.2 million at the US box office, and The Batman Part 2 is set to be released on October 2nd, 2026. I saw this movie, and I thought it was great. Bruce Wayne has a dark and subdued look instead of the usual clean-cut businessman look, and the ending signifies the beginning of a new era in Batman movies. Batman is engraved in US pop culture and also has become a global icon, even though he's not a real person. And because of that, people will continue to watch Batman movies, read Batman comics, and watch Batman television shows because superheroes exist in all of us. We're saving the day every day.
I'm feeling like a star, you can't stop my shine. I'm loving cloud nine, my head's in the sky. I'm solo, I'm right solo.
Lately, it seems like theatrical releases from the DC Extended Universe, where one superhero is not the main focus, have been getting poor reviews. I liked Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Lex Luthor's portrayal in the movie was interesting, and it paved the way for the Aquaman and Wonder Woman movies. Anyone that saw Batman vs. Superman knew that the movie was a segue to the Justice League movie because of the scene where Bruce Wayne locates some of the heroes from the DC Extended Universe, and the Batman vs. Superman movie was supposed to lead off to more movies from the DC Extended Universe being released. It didn't feel like there was much excitement upon the release of the Justice League movie, and it did big numbers at the US box office, but received mostly poor reviews. The DC Extended Universe is currently going through an overhaul because of the underwhelming performances of their most recent movies, except for The Batman and Joker. This might be an indication that in the DC Extended Universe, the superhero movies do well as long as the superhero is solo. I hope that's not the case. I would love for the DC Extended Universe to release another Justice League movie, maybe even a Super Friends movie. It's just a matter of good storytelling and casting. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Their mission to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.